Okay, we're talking today about how to master your subconscious mind. Now, if you're anything like me, you've realized that your subconscious mind has been sabotaging you and has been causing you to not achieve the full success that you'd like. So in order to do that, you got to master your subconscious mind. Let's do that today. Thanks for joining me. How is it we can do some amazing and sometimes unexplainable things, like heal our own bodies by the power of our thought? Mother's intuition, the law of attraction. Can we really tap into our subconscious mind? Can we really create our own realities? It begs the question, are we novice gods? Okay, now in order to master your subconscious mind, you first need to understand what your subconscious mind is and how it works with you. Of course, you know that you have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. The conscious mind actually is only like 3 to 5% of your mental processing power. Your subconscious mind is 95%. It's this huge percent that covers everything going on without, around you. And Anyway, it's amazing stuff that you don't even think about. Anything that goes on autopilot is part of your subconscious mind. Anything that involves like processing your, like having your lungs breathe, having your heart beat, all of these things come through our subconscious mind. So first of all, you need to understand what your subconscious mind is trying to do. And there are 3 things. So we'll talk about the 3 key elements of your subconscious mind. Okay, now the first important element to understand with your subconscious mind is it is there to protect you. Above all else, it wants to keep you alive. It wants to keep you safe. Now the trick is, your subconscious mind is figuring out what it thinks will be safe. And a lot of times, the safety comes in things that things that could be scary, things that could be different, things that could cause your world to change. It wants to keep sameness. It wants to keep you where you are, because even if you're uncomfortable with where you're at right now, that is more comfortable than change. That is more comfortable than, what do they call it? When you don't know, uncertainty? Uncertainty is really scary. So your subconscious mind wants to keep you safe, and it will do everything it can to prevent change from happening in your life. It's a great thing in helping you understand that safety, but when you recognize that your subconscious mind is starting to trip, is starting to fire off and warn you of things, and sometimes it'll seem like it's sabotaging you because maybe you want to go somewhere and you want to do things that are scary, such as public speaking or speaking on a camera like this or something, and your subconscious mind will kind of try and shut you down and say you can't do that. Well, just understand that's the purpose of your subconscious mind, but in order to master it, you first understand it and then you start to change it. Okay, now next up, your subconscious mind wants to automate you. It wants to take all of the, anything that you've got going on that seems like kind of a hard thing, something that's going to take a lot of processing power. It wants to take that and offload it from your conscious mind so that your little 3% that's swimming and that's just working so hard to keep everything going on in your life. It wants to automate it as much as possible. So it wants to turn it into a habit, into a pattern, into a routine, into a story that you tell yourself over and over again, and then you just habitually react and respond the same way. Again, that gets the subconscious mind back to its safety, that it knows what's going to happen, it knows how you're going to react, how you're going to respond, and by keeping that sameness and that routine and that pattern, it's able to help you. Again, this is helping you. It's all thinking that it's doing the things that are going to be best for you. It's helping you offload your conscious mind by automating these things. So understanding that your subconscious mind is there to help you automate yourself and to keep you safe, great. Those are the first great 2 things that you need to understand about your subconscious mind. But when you understand the third great principle with your subconscious mind, it opens the door for you, because suddenly now you can start to do some amazing things. So let's talk about that. Okay, now the third part about your subconscious mind, and this is the amazing part, this is the creative part, the creator in you, the God part of you. And that is that your subconscious mind works kind of like a set point, like a thermostat, where it wants to keep your inner core beliefs and your outer experiences exactly the same. So if you believe that money is hard and that you are always going to be poor and that that you have to work hard for your money and that life is challenging and relationships are hard, if you believe those things on the inside, your subconscious mind will help you create that on the outside, on your outer world, on the things that you experience. Now this is kind of a tricky thing because we don't realize that it is our belief, our inner belief, that is creating our outside reality. Now when I first heard about this, I was floored. Well, actually I didn't believe it because I thought, you know what, that's so weird. How could we create our own reality? There's only one reality. There's only one thing that's right, you know, that's real. And it wasn't until I started to change my reality and found out, you know what, that's not how things are anymore. That things started to change for me. We have this amazing set point thermostat within us that we can change and alter. Our subconscious mind will actually create that in the outer world. This is where we are more like God than we ever imagined. And we don't realize how much these beliefs, these limiting beliefs, and these really our faith in what we think is going to happen, how that manifests itself in the outer world. It was completely surprising to me when I realized that this was true. I know for me, like one of the examples that I can tell you is that I used to believe that I had to work super hard in order to make money. I believed I had to do that as an entrepreneur. Actually, if I was really honest with myself, I would say I believed that I was going to have to work super hard, and even though I worked super hard, it still wasn't going to work out. And that manifested in my life. What we think about, we bring about. And the way that we focus our minds creates our realities. So as I've been able to change my realities, that is not the case anymore, suddenly I am living a completely different life, and I realize that's my reality now. And so if you want to create the kind of abundance in your life, if you want to create the kind of life that you want to live, you need to understand those three parts about your subconscious mind, because those will either stop you from changing, or those are, you know, what's going to indicate why you are in these repeated fail patterns and you are experiencing the same thing over and over again. But if you can understand those and master those and change those, then you can start to create amazing things in your life. Because that third part of your subconscious mind, the thermostat, the set point, if you can turn that up a few degrees to where you believe a little bit more in yourself, or you believe a slightly different reality, suddenly now you are the creator in your life. You've always been the creator, but you are the deliberate, intentional creator, designing a life you truly want to live. How is it we can do some amazing and unexplainable things? Join me as I look at the evidences that show we have untapped godlike power within us. Click subscribe to catch more episodes, or ring the bell and get notified when a new video comes out.